this and all of this shiz. This one. So we can make, so since we want an individual spawn, the thing is the player starts can get a custom filter for player 2, which will be the first bot we spawn right from the bat. Then we make our spawn custom filter player 1, so now we can't spawn. Take this as insurance, so it doesn't get changed to a demon. So now we have this and this. So this is now a player 2 spawn, which will be definitely our bot when we trigger or enable the thing. The only thing on this logic is these 3 nodes we need. Whatever we want to make the bot spawning event happening, we just have to connect to this one. It could be a trigger volume, it could be whatsoever. These 3 are the necessary ones. So since we have now our player 2 and this player proxy needs to be also the proxy for player 2 only, then we can modify it with whatever we want, and will always only apply to our bot, to our player 2. So we can give him on spawned any ability, for example, like we can give the player, I mean, what works is definitely speed. I think ammo capacity is a good thing too to have, since they can run out of ammo and then act strange. So if the value is already high, that's quite handy. Then they don't mess around with our ammo drops. Damage individually, and health works and armor works. What's not working is equipment cooldown, because they don't work with equipment. Barrel damage is not necessary, power up time is not necessary, they don't ledge grab, so that's all unnecessary. The only good ones are ammo capacity, I think, at least speed for sure, damage for sure, armor and health. These definitely work. And what we also want to do, since we want to give him a specific loadout, we can give him that on spawn and give loadout. Here we can determine with which weapon he gets on the start, like for example the BFG, which he will only use then. So that's the thing, and everything else is not necessary. So this is now the specific loadout for bot number 1 we spawn in. If we would spawn another bot in, we could make it a separate proxy and just change it to player 3. So I just figured out how to go on to player 4. I didn't experiment further, so I'm not sure what the 4th bot would do in a way, since player 1 is reserved for our actual own player one, and I just used the further, but you only want to think one bot and stuff, so that should be fine. The next thing is, like I said, he gets his separate spawn point, that is spawn custom filter to player 2, and then we can immediately say on spawned we can go to a team proxy and set team. In set team, team 1 is ours, we can go to team 2, then he will be immediately our opponent, if I'm correct. And so then since he would respawn over and over and over, the thing is, now we can go and say on killed we need a second logic that deletes it, and that's this signal here. We don't use these, we can turn it off. So I think this, yeah, that's the one that deletes the bot, and that's the one spawner remover, yes, exactly. So on killed, and in case he's a stupid one, on killed self we signal these. So yeah, that's team 2, that's team 1. And if I didn't make any mistake, this should spawn now an opponent, since he is team 2 and we are by default team 1. He has a specific loadout. I maybe have had no, the other loadout should be only the player now. So yeah, he should have his own stats now, due to the filtered proxy and loadout that is connected to his separate spawn point.
Pay attention. I'm not teaching you this again.
Yeah.
First blood.
Yeah, here we go. Now we have a freaking bot with a freaking BFG. Like I said, a BFG is, so yeah, this works. And now we don't give him a BFG. I just want to double check now actually if he gets despawned, cause normally if you don't connect it to the despawner, he would respawn over and over and over and wouldn't be affected. Yeah, the problem is literally, like I said, don't give him a BFG. So yeah, like I said, important is you have your spawner that is set to custom filter player 2 for the one bot you wanna have, and with this on, then you can make on spawn, just in case he has to get to be human in case he does glitch out. That's a bit of a security measurement. So on the thing is, on spawned you just have your no, on spawned is actually not necessary, or is it? No, the thing is exactly, yeah, sorry. Yeah, with the BFG, he literally will have no chance. The thing is, you need a player proxy that is a custom filter on player 2. That's the first bot. Like I said, I worked with 3 different ones in the crew map, cause these you have standard custom filters for player 1 to 4. Player 1 is is the real player, and 2, 3 and 4 are the next bots you spawn in each after each other. So like I said, I made sure that I had a separate spawn with the player filter for each one of my bots, so that's the thing. And with that, it's actually quite easy, and the player proxy for the bot kind of works the same like it does for the player. So since you have it 1 time, and when he's done he is killed, so you can make go unspawned, and then you can set the modifiers. What I did here, for example, the modifiers that work are health, armor works. I think you can set up his armor value, you can set up his damage value, you can set up the speed value, and the ammo capacity. I mean, ammo capacity is interesting because I think they can run out of ammo and will pick up ammo on the map. So what I did in my map when I tested the crew, I actually gave them at least 1000%, so they don't have ammo shortage, because then they kind of freak out a bit in a weird way and kind of get stuck. So yeah, okay, now we got that already. So, and just for the fun of it, we give him 0 damage now, and the same is on the AI proxy. On spawn you give him a separate loadout where you can actually set up how many weapons and which weapon he carries from the beginning. So now he has literally just a shotgun. The problem is they don't use equipment, so equipment is uninteresting. They don't ledge grab. Double jump can be true. I think they do double jumps when they hop around, but yeah. But ledge grab is not interesting, and we avoid the hell from anyways. So that's the basic settings. Then since he would respawn over and over, so what we have in here is the despawner. This is this one, and these 3 are the interesting one. You can with this signal you can use any trigger you want or any event to actually spawn the bot. You have just to connect it to this. Yeah, in the moment it's the trigger that is connected to this, combined with a counter, so you don't spawn too many or something like that. So that's all unnecessary. We can literally go else. We can go and make it like we enter the arena. We can go on entered, and then we signal the thingy. And since you want him dead, once he's dead, you have to connect it on killed, and in case he kills himself, on killed self, just to connect to the remove. So he is out of the. I didn't test it yet. I wanted to test it now, but I couldn't kill him since he had the fucking BFG. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this would help, so he doesn't spawn after he got killed once. So and to change his team is pretty easy. You just go on spawned, and then you take a team proxy and then just set team, and in set team you can set the team 1 is your team, and of course and team 2, 3, 4 would be the enemy team. So you just set it to team 2, and then he immediately gets spawned as your enemy. So with this set and the lower weapon, we just like I said, I didn't check the on killed and removed for now, but it should work. I'm pretty sure it does. There is no other way to remove him or despawn him or respawn him in a way. That's the thing. He has to be removed via the logic, and then you can respawn him via a new setup logic. I tried to respawn him in between once they are already spawned, but that doesn't work actually. Or at least it didn't work the way I did it.
Pay attention. I'm not teaching you this again.
Yeah, I mean, now he can shoot as much as he wants. Yeah, you see he's picking up stuff. I turned down the damage of him to 0%, so that's why he can now do shit. You can grade him up as much as you want. I mean, he will recover all pickups he finds, so that's a bit of annoying.
First blood.
Yeah, and then yeah, he stays away cause he got removed. So now we can go and trigger him individually, cause as soon as he's dead, yeah. And you can literally give him any weapon you want. Like seen, if you give him more than one weapon, he most likely will prioritize the stronger one. But yeah. Like I said, that's all you need, and that's where you can tweak everything. You just have to set the filters on each thing to player 2. If you only have one bot, if you make a third bot and one him having a different shit, then you of course can make it him player 3, and then you have to spawn player 3 individually. That would work. Yeah. The thing is, that's why in my crew map you can attach everything now in a way, so you can work with the full range of things here. Yeah, you can have on hurt. When he gets hurt, you can say wired and stuff like this, or drop shit. You are actually free. You can really mess around with that proxy quite a lot, and activate new logic on top of it. I'm not quite sure in how good. Yeah, no, actually, the basic functions definitely work. That's no problem. I mean, if you enable revive, you can revive him and you can stagger him. Yeah, but you're using it as enemy, so yeah, that's what you need. You have just on when he spawns. You can all set up, since you don't have don't have any inventory that you can lose and stuff, so you can literally everything can be connected to the spawner, and on spawn you just change the team with the team proxy, which is I think in the same, yeah, it's literally AI proxy, the player proxy, the team proxy. That's all you need is what in here. And the logic in this module that is necessary for you is these 3 nodes. The signal is where you connect. This one spawns, and this one is connected to the invisible logic, and then the remover once he's killed, so he stays killed. And if you want to respawn him again, I mean, you could set up another thingy and remove this, and so you could use him over and over. You only have to think of maybe a new spawner, so you disable them, but just use them individually. Always double check that the spawner is on player 2, and that you disable if you change the position. Yeah, if you want to use this one, you have to disable this one too, actually. So I mean, you could actually go on killed and go disable, or even on spawn you could on spawn could be disabled already, so you make sure that this one doesn't get used anymore. So and this one gets activated, so if this one is thing and on spawn, you can go and set this active then. Just the usual, like it's with the thing is, yeah, enable. You have to make sure that this one happens, but you technically use it as individual player. And this is all you need to build him up. Like I said, you can change his damage like I did now. He did 0 damage. Yeah, you can give him his weapon. You can give him more weapons too. So, but like I said, he will prioritize the strongest most likely. And yeah, so one weapon is more interesting, I'd say, and then you can tweak his movement speed, so you can make him super fast, you can make him super slow, you can tweak his health and his ammunition and his armor like you want. And yeah, and just to ensure in case that's technically not necessary, but it is in case there is a demon spawning and that would crash the map, so I didn't have that problem in my maps for now, so but I locked it to 3 players anyway, so yeah. I mean, if you yeah, that should be it. Oops, not settings. And with the chainsaw limitation, I have no fucking clue. I think Onion had it out now actually, that it worked. I think it's literally just the normal drops and then the campaign settings. But yeah. So yeah, I hope that helped. So I'm signing off.